Welcome. Today we will do a quick self-assessment of your ankle mobility and follow up with 3 key exercises you can easily incorporate into your training. By unlocking your ankles, you can enhance your performance and reduce your risk of injuries. You will need a lacrosse or tennis ball or even a foam roller. If you do not have any of these, you can use your hands. You will also need a band, strap, or towel. All exercises are to be done barefoot or with a thin sock. We begin with the knee to wall test for ankle mobility, assessing ankle dorsiflexion for range of motion. This identifies mobility restrictions affecting movements such as squatting, walking, and running. Go towards a wall and get down into a half kneeling position facing the wall. Place your foot a fist width away. Drive your knee straight toward the wall without lifting your heel. Take note of the distance between your knee and the wall. Repeat the same movement, this time driving your knee toward the wall over your big toe, and note the distance. Finally, move your knee toward the wall over your baby toe, again noting the distance. Pause here and take pictures, or you can also measure and record on a piece of paper. Repeat this assessment for the other ankle. If you can touch the wall in all 3 directions, pain-free, and without lifting your heel, your ankle mobility is likely great, and you might need a different type of assessment than what I'm doing today if you are still struggling with ankle mobility. Now let's proceed with a warm-up and a re-evaluation to see if your ankle mobility improves. Sit on the floor, roll or massage the soft tissue and muscles around the ankle joint using a lacrosse ball, tennis ball, or your hands. Take your time and do not rush through this process. It's important that you do a thorough warm-up around the ankle joint. You can massage with the ball if you have it. Dig in there. You are targeting soft tissue. Make sure you get the top of your foot and the bottom of your leg as well. So you are also massaging the muscles. Now, you will need to repeat this process for the other ankle and surrounding muscles. Pro tip: set your timer for 1 minute on each ankle. Just a little bit longer, and then we'll move on to the next warm-up exercise. Next, we will do ankle circles. Do ankle circles in each direction for about 20 to 30 seconds. You can save on time by doing them together, or you can do one ankle at a time. Make sure you're using full range of motion, making your circles really big. Moving on to the final warm-up exercise, we will do dorsi and plantar flexion. Point and flex both feet simultaneously with a pause at each end. We do this warm-up exercise for about 20 to 30 seconds. Now let's retest. Perform the knee to wall test again. Remember to keep your foot about a fist distance away from the wall and keep your heel on the floor when testing. Take note of the distances, how you feel in the ankle, and compare it to the first initial test. If you see positive results, this routine can serve you as your go-to pre-workout mobility warm-up. It's perfect for activities like running, hiking, cycling, swimming, and so on. If you're still restricted, let's move on to the corrective exercises coming up next. The first corrective exercise, ankle rockers. Return to the knee to wall position. This time, drive your knee in all three directions, or focus on the one where you noticed the most restriction. We will do them for about 1 minute per foot. Remember to be aware that your heel does not come off the floor. This is very important to make sure you work at your range of motion in the ankle joint. This exercise, done over a period of time, will eventually help you to increase the mobility in your ankle. You just need to have patience and concentrate. Eventually, you will get there. You can switch sides to work at the other ankle, but make sure you put more time and energy into the ankle with the most restriction. Otherwise, you can do equal time on each ankle. You can do this exercise pre-workout before you go for a run or a swim or a hike. Keep it dynamic. For a post-workout, you can hold each position for a static stretch. And you can also do this exercise standalone anytime and do a combo of both dynamic and static movements. Just a few more seconds, and then we'll wrap this one up and move on to the next exercise. Let's move on to exercise number 2. Using the resistance band, we will do ankle plantar and dorsiflexions. Sit on the floor, wrap a resistance band around the ball of your foot, and hold the other end. You can do this exercise with one foot at a time or both feet together. Point and flex your foot against the band's resistance. To get the most out of this exercise, as you point your foot, push hard up against the band's resistance and pull on it. And when you are flexing your foot, make sure that you're pulling hard enough so you can get a really big stretch. Do this exercise for 30 to 45 seconds or more and do 3 to 4 sets. This exercise can also be done pre-workout, performing it dynamically. For post-workout, hold the flex and point positions as static stretches, and you can also do it standalone anytime, combining both methods. The final exercise is ankling. Stand tall, start at the toes and push your foot down until the heel barely touches the ground. If your balance is off, use a table or chair for support. Build speed gradually while keeping control. Ankling is an excellent pre-workout drill, and complements dynamic activities such as running, hiking, walking. Ankling can be done as a standalone exercise as well. Repeat this exercise for 30 seconds and do 2 to 3 sets or more. In the description below this video, I have written out the full routine for today's assessment and exercises. If you're a runner, grab my free guide for the pre-running drills to improve your form and efficiency. And that's it. If you found this helpful, please leave your feedback in the comments and hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to check out my other mobility and strength training workouts. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.